Hello from Learn TV studio, and thank you for joining us again. I am Drena, and this is Nicola. And today we will be talking about business intelligence.
Today we have invited Art Zeqiri, who is head of Technical Academy at L3RN Institute, and will be with us in the studio, while later in the show we will welcome the Agile coach Hasnain Rizvi.
Art, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for inviting me, dear Drena and dear Nicola. It's my pleasure to be here with both of you and to be in this show.
Thank you.
Art, you have been with L3RN Institute 4 years now, currently as a head of Technical Academy and part-time university lecturer. Teaching business analytics, IT project management, IT skills, much more than a specific thing. Business intelligence is rather an umbrella term. Let's start by defining business intelligence and why it's important for organizations.
Thank you so much for your question, Nicola. Well, to understand business intelligence, first of all, we'll need to talk with numbers. And you know that us IT guys love numbers. We love our ones and zeros. So the first glance, we can say that business intelligence is the analysis of data. However, there is further more to that. Because data analytics itself is divided into big data, into data analytics, as I mentioned, business intelligence, statistics, statistical analysis, reporting, etc. When it comes to business intelligence, I could say that business intelligence is the key factor on determining the success rate of a company and to determine the strategy the company follows. Because through business intelligence, not only that we have reports, not only that we have the statistical data that backs up our decisions, furthermore, we have infographics which is included in those reports, and it makes the life easier for each individual to look at those reports and to take certain decisions. We have business intelligence now which is present in each industry. We have in learning and development through KPIs, through different training modules. We have in banking sector, we have in other sectors, we have in retail, etc. Just one example about business intelligence and how important it is when in 2004 there was Hurricane Francis. Through business intelligence, Walmart tripled its revenue because they analyzed the data that was in previous hurricanes, what was sold, and what the people needed. And that's what we are trying to do as well now with business intelligence in the learning and development industry. We gather data, we create reports, and through those reports, we move on to have a learning path for our customers in different industries and different companies.
Art, over the past few years, business intelligence has evolved to include more processes and activities to help improve performance. What do these processes include?
Thank you so much, Drena. As I was discussing with Nicola, business intelligence along with big data has come a long way. If we discuss about history, we could say that in the 1980s, there was a small chunk of data and the first glimpse of business intelligence. If we compare that to now, we have a lot of data. Even in our regular website, when we go there, we see that we need to accept cookies. It's not the cookies that we love, but it's the cookies that are about our data. So that means that now we have huge chunks of data that need to be processed. And due to that, business intelligence along with data analytics have introduced new tools such as data mining, reporting, different metrics and benchmarking, statistical analysis, data visualization, and data preparation. All of this with the key goal of creating one final report which will go through the infographics part, and it will be extremely user-friendly.
What can you tell us about BI dashboard in the learning and development industry, especially now due to the COVID pandemics?
Thank you so much. When we are discussing about BI dashboard now, especially in the COVID pandemics, we can say only one word which comes to our mind, which is KPI. We have a total focus on KPIs. As we know, COVID pandemics brought a full array of challenges to us. It brought us working from home, it brought us flexible timing, it brought us different environment to work on, different tasks, etc. So we can say that the business intelligence dashboard has significantly changed due to that reason. For example, In the past, we didn't have the regular tasks that we do now. Like, for example, after working hours, everyone would go home and rarely someone would work. But now, the learning and development industry, the HR managers, and every other body of function that is in the organization needs to measure the KPIs after working hours, because they will track what each employee is doing, how they are fulfilling their KPIs, and of course, who is overworking and can lead to burnout. So that needs to be managed, and that's the new, let's say, BI dashboard. It's due to COVID pandemics. They've removed clock in, clock out, which is from the 80s, we all know, and we used to hate, to be honest. And now we have the new dashboard, which is more flexible. It has data about overtime. It has data about specific things that could not be measured as well, like number of emails, or if you are working in a call center company, the call rates. And then you see how that employee is performing, and is that employee ready to go to the next level in promotion, or it needs more training, or you need to cut back costs on that employee and try to promote someone else.
Ard, is there a path which L3RN wants to pursue when it comes to serving its clients with the best learning solutions, while at the same time gaining a competitive advantage?
Well, yeah, most definitely. We as a company are striving to always find I cannot say perfection because that's not possible, but to find a competitive advantage. Like, for example, we were one of the first institutes in the Middle Eastern region to have online training. That's something that we managed to do through multiple platforms, and in a record time of less than a month, we digitalized our entire organization. We brought the trainers to each of our attendees' homes, offices, mobile phones, desktops, etc. Furthermore, what we do as a company, we have this software with brilliant developers called Poplits, in which we have a specific type of data, and we started to move on to data analytics. We have certain data, certain patterns about movements. We record there what our clients have requested in the past. And furthermore, we are looking in the opportunity to implement AI to automate this process and to give a better offering to the clients based on certain requirements, such as history on what it was requested, successful implementation of those projects, industry of those projects. It can be banking, oil, it can be retail, etc. Furthermore, region, because the region that we operate at the moment, we know that Saudi Vision 2030 is looking to be competitive with Europe and US. So we are analyzing different projects, we are analyzing our competitors in Europe, we are analyzing our competitors as well as academies in US, and based on that we are creating new modules, new trainings, and of course we create also new technical outlines based on this, so we can gain a competitive advantage.
I see. L3RN always up to date.
Well, I can say that, but there is a lot of work to be done, especially now with AI and machine learning. We are looking to develop into that, but it has its challenges, and hopefully we'll manage them as well as we did with digitalization.
I am sure you will.
Thank you so much.
And now we would like to connect to Hasnain and welcome him in our show. Hello, Hasnain. Thank you for being our guest.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. I'm glad to be here today.
Data never stops, and neither does business. Despite a rough year disrupted by the worldwide COVID-19 pandemic, what's in store for the industry in 2022?
That's a great question. You know, we're expecting some really interesting things ahead. You know, business intelligence, as we know, is here and it's here to stay. In fact, it is a clear competitive advantage for those who've been able to leverage BI. Especially during this pandemic period, we're seeing that we're expecting that this year, those who are able to leverage BI effectively will see success through better collaboration, better integration, and some of the things that actually my fellow speaker alluded to earlier, such as leveraging AI now to cultivate the capabilities of business intelligence. So no longer will we need to have technical personnel with very specialized skills to be able to leverage and harness business intelligence, but rather the goal is that business personnel business users, business leaders will also be able to leverage business intelligence tools and capabilities without relying on a heavy technical back office.
Hasnain, will artificial intelligence be the new business intelligence?
That's a great question. So as I said earlier to the first question, there's this concept now that's arising that basically we are trying to move the business intelligence capabilities to the front business office. The idea here being that we're trying to build tools that are intelligent enough, artificially intelligent enough, to enable business leaders to talk in business-driven language and ask for data that is being converted to information, which in turn is delivering valuable reports that leaders can use to make decisions. So whether it's descriptive statistics, predictive statistics, or prescriptive statistics, we'll be able to rely on these tools with business leaders being able to use them if we're able to leverage AI effectively. And that is evolving. It's actually something that's been happening over the years. It's not something that's necessarily completely new, frankly speaking. It's evolving, and we are only expecting it to get better in the years ahead.
Self-service BI has ranked consistently high on the Business Application Research Center's annual Business Intelligence Trend Survey. It's no wonder why it's ranked 5th as well. It means it works. What are your thoughts on this?
Absolutely. No, that's a great comment there, actually. Self-service business intelligence is an approach, if I may clarify, to data analytics that enables the business users, as I was saying, to access and explore data sets, even if they don't have a heavy background in BI or related functions like data mining or statistical analysis, right? So self-service BI tools allow these users to filter, sort, analyze, and visualize data without involving an organization's BI and IT teams, which are overloaded already with the excessive requests. So organizations implement self-service BI capabilities to make it easier for employees, from executives to frontline workers, to get useful business insights from the data collected in BI systems. The primary goal is to drive more informed decision-making, right? And that results in positive business outcomes such as increased efficiency, better customer satisfaction, and higher revenue and profits, obviously.
While mobile devices are estimated to comprise more than 72% of internet traffic, by implementing mobile BI, users can access reports and dashboards at any time from any location or device. What do you think are the current challenges by implementing mobile BI?
That's a great question, actually. That opens up a whole Pandora's box. So here, the biggest concern, of course, would be data security, privacy, and ethics issues, right? This expanded data access that's being provided through mobile BI can cause problems if strong data security protections and an effective data governance policy isn't put in place. For example, unauthorized users could access sensitive data, or data could be misused in ways that violate data privacy regulations in a particular jurisdiction or globally, or that are not in alignment with corporate ethics standards, right? And there could be some uncontrolled deployments as well, where this could become a little chaotic without some level of centralized monitoring and oversight by the BI team. So, we don't want inconsistent data silos. We don't want multiple BI tools and runaway costs that can make it hard to scale effectively and efficiently. So this has to be looked at very carefully, because we don't want, definitely we don't want data security, privacy, and ethics issues coming up here. The other concern could also be that, there could be inaccurate analytics results, right, coming out of this if the users are not well trained in this particular place, in this space, and they may misinterpret the data, misanalyze the data, and this could cause confusion in the findings and ultimately faulty decision-making by executives and leaders and government leaders as well. The other thought I would probably have here is that if the mobile BI capabilities are not very user-friendly, there could be a lack of adoption by business users, right? There could be resistance from business executives and managers, to use these tools. If they don't have user-friendly interfaces, it may discourage user adoption.
Business intelligence is continually evolving. What can we expect in the future role of business intelligence?
The future is so exciting here, and it is anybody's guess as to where this could take us, right? Key decision making at the government level, at the policy level, you name it, climate change, the energy revolution that's taking place, as all the oil and gas companies move to an energy focus of renewable energy, you name it, the medical industry, the hospital industry, that is, all the hospitals across North America, Europe, and the world are relying more and more on business intelligence for making key decisions. Doctors are relying on making medical decisions on patients based on BI tools. There's so much to be uncovered here. We've just scratched the surface, I feel like it. But the future of business intelligence, if I was to break it down into some key points, right, for you, I would say that it's rapidly developing, and it is becoming a necessity for virtually all successful modern companies. I see the future of BI with an increase in features that enable ease of use, streamlined workflows, and predictive abilities. So we're ultimately going to see more collaboration, right? Business intelligence tool will become much more collaborative, facilitating teamwork. There will be a lot of integration with third-party systems, right? So third-party systems will become intertwined with these BI tools, which will hopefully simplify the data processing and reacting to sort of actionable insights. Number 3, machine learning, right? Artificial intelligence will analyze past data to provide insight and forecasting more intelligently. Then there'll be data proactivity, I feel. So, proactivity-focused features will respond automatically to inquiries and bring relevant data to specific users and personas. We'll also see network investments, I feel. So, technology infrastructure will expand to store even larger amounts of data and provide even better support to business intelligence systems. And finally, I think that the world is finally accepting the fact that data is the new oil. So there's a more data-driven culture being accepted by leaders across the world. So adopting a data-driven culture will involve giving all employees the resources to incorporate BI into their everyday processes so that better decision-making can be made across the organization at all levels.
Art and Hasnain, thank you for being part of our show today. It was a great pleasure to have you in Learn TV.
My pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was all for today. We hope you enjoyed our newest episode. Thank you for watching.
New episodes are coming in the next days, and if you think there is a topic you would like to be covered, please feel free to write to us in the comment section. You can just drop us a message and we'll review it with our team. Until next time, stay tuned.